very important work, especially in the province of Quebec when it comes to organ and tissue donations. We had the honor of meeting Monsieur Yves Gilbert in Trois-Rivières, and he has been our spark for this partnership. We are halfway through Quebec. We have maybe 20 more communities before we reach Ottawa, Hull, Ottawa. And at that point, we will finish off the final province of Ontario. And our finish date is July 27th, 2002 in Toronto. That will be a total of 769 days. Today is day 626.
Something like that.
666?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
626.
626.
We're going to be very careful on 666.
Yes.
And we have visited over 500 cities and towns in every province. We started in Toronto on June 20th, 2000, and walked west to Victoria, BC. And from Victoria, that's when we got the call from Vatican City. And they said that the Pope wanted to have an audience with me because this was a very important issue with the Pope, organ and tissue donation. And we flew to Rome, and the Pope acknowledged the mission, said it was very good, and on behalf of Vatican City that he said that organ and tissue donation is a genuine act of love. And he kissed the torch and blessed it, and gave me prayers to finish the rest of the mission. Then we flew to St. John's, Newfoundland, and we began the eastern leg of the walk, and now I'm walking back through Toronto. This mission is to bring much attention to organ and tissue donations. Canada is still suffering as being the lowest in the whole world when it comes to organ and tissue donations. And there's 4,000 people, Canadians, on the waiting list right now, waiting for organs. If these figures continue, many more people will die waiting. The shame is that too many organs are wasted, and we need to change that. We as a country have to address this. Now, the most successful country in the world with organ and tissue donation is Spain. 10 years ago, they created a registry, and they registered everybody in Spain to be an organ donor, and they gave people the choice to take their name up. As a result, they've been experiencing much success. We are hoping Canada can develop a similar system, and it's called precious consent. Too often, people want to donate their organs, but don't get around to signing the card because Canadians are very busy. And you might schedule to sign your card next week. The next day you might die, and it's too late. We are also depending on the family to make the final decision. They are approached in our country to make the final decision, and it's bad because they are in a very weak state of mind to make a very important decision. They are in a lot of shock, a lot of grief because they just lost, and it is very disturbing to the family to be approached at that moment. Too many times the family has said no because of that, and afterwards they live with regret and anger because they were approached at the wrong time. And we these are the two things that have to be addressed, and the answer is precious consent. With a registry and everybody registered, Canadians don't have to worry about registry. And we are making sure that if the government put this in place, that Canadians would have every opportunity to take their name off. So, you know, it's not mandatory. You know, Canadians still have the choice. As I've been traveling, I talk to many people, many Canadians. I am getting an extremely strong positive response for this system to be developed. Extremely strong. So it's time that we send this very powerful message to our health minister in Canada, and to start taking steps, because it's not only 4,000 Canadians that are depending on this that are presently, but anybody that might have the misfortune one day to need an organ, and they have to face this system. So, you know, we have an answer. We have transplantation is a cure, and you know, we have to have our government recognize this, and that's why this campaign is inspiring Canadians and educating, but we're also lobbying all three levels of government, municipal, provincial, and federal, to make the necessary changes. So we are anticipating that we are going to get some results in the future.
So the main reason why do you make this? It's very encourage you from this extraordinary answer about the world of the positive answer. You tell a few seconds.
Mm-hmm. 6 years ago, I was rushed to hospital with liver failure, and I was told I had 2 days left to live. And I knew the odds were extremely against me, so my funeral was already arranged. And I was very fortunate that someone made a decision and my life was saved. I had seen too many people that were on the waiting list that passed away, died, didn't have the same fortune. So it was like winning a jackpot, winning a lottery. And it doesn't have to be that way. So I recovered very quick. I'm a fitness trainer. I was back in the gym working out in 3 months. So miraculously, from very sick to very healthy. And that's what happens to everyone that receives transplant.
Okay.
From very sick to very healthy.
Okay.
So we have a cure. One decision can save 8 people's lives. That's a powerful, powerful, powerful cure. And 25 others can have restored. You know, knowing that I had 2 days left to live and my funeral being arranged, I made a deal with God, I guess, you know, and you know, I said, if you keep me around a little bit longer, I will do what you tell me. So I guess, okay, this is what I have planned for you. You know, business is not finished for you yet. You know.
Parce que ceux qui comprennent un peu, il a parlé de Toronto, qui partait de Toronto,
Oui.
et qui s'en venait
C'est qu'on allait vers
Victoria, BC.
Ensuite de ça, il y a eu l'appel de Rome.
C'est ça. Ça, j'ai compris, bien compris ça. Disais que dans toutes les villes du Québec, comment est-ce qu'il a été reçu, là, tu sais, je veux dire, comment est-ce qu'il a été reçu?
In every town you go in, how are you welcome in this town and many different towns?
We are welcomed in every town.
Okay.
Tout.
Yeah, we have got this is called a campaign of municipalities. We have our biggest support from each municipality.
Okay.
I have been received by